Ready for another one? So am I. If we were to set this equal to 0 and solve it, what, you're not going to graph it first? No. You see a GCF, don't you? I hope so. Okay, and the last one had a GCF too, but this one has a GCF that's a variable, and because that GCF is a variable, we're going to have an x-intercept where that variable equals 0. We're going to have an x-intercept at the origin. So let's divide that GCF out. Actually, we're going to divide 5x out. It'll just make the numbers a little bit more reasonable. And that's going to give me 12x squared minus 5x minus 2 equals 0. This one might be factorable. But the situation is this. If I have 5x equal to 0, then x equals 0. Automatically, I know one of my 3 solutions. So we're going to come over here and we're going to say x equals 0. And when we do that, we'll be able to solve from here instead. Now let's look at the graph and see what we're up against. So it might be a situation where they all show up from the very beginning. It might be. And I forgot if it is or not. It is. Okay, there's the 0 that we knew. But then there's this one. There's 0.6667667. That's rounded off. That's 2/3. And then there's this other one that's negative 0.25. Okay, so that one is negative 1/4. So if you want to go with fractions, you could. If it is something that gets rounded off, put the exact value. In this case, you'd put 2/3 or 0.6 with the bar over it. Don't put 0.667. No, because we want some accuracy up in here. So I do know all 3 roots. However, what I am going to do instead is go ahead and factor this, because it's going to work if I do it that way. So taking this work, and I'm going to drag it down and switch back to black. We have 5x, and we can factor. Totally can factor, because we don't have irrational answers. If we had irrational answers or complex solutions, we would not be able to factor. But we can. And I'm going to start with the prime number, which would be 2 times 1. And then we have 12. Let's see, 12 can be lots of things. 12 could be, I need a 5 up in there, so something's got to be odd. We can try 3 and 4. That's going to be it right there. There's your 12x squared. There's your 2. There's 8 and 3. 8 minus 3 is 5. I really don't want positive 5. I want negative 5. That's it right there. So then we'll take 3x minus 2, set it equal to 0. Some of them you don't have to have Desmos for. I know Desmos is your friend. But even though Desmos is your friend and mine, when we look at the solution sometimes, it's hard to tell what they are. So strategies like this come in handy. So 3x equals 2. X equals 2/3. Told you. And then 4x plus 1 equals 0. Wow, I'm writing so much quieter now. 4x equals negative 1. So x equals negative 1/4. There we go. Y'all like, oh, I like that better. I think I do too. We have 2/3. And then I find myself lowering my voice just because I'm tapping more gently. Anyway, 0, 2/3, and negative 1/4. I have 3 solutions.